How are we doing, Panthers? Welcome back to Coach's Show. I'm your host, Julian, here with Coach Wendel. Last week, we faced off against Mansfield Legacy and won 42-20. What were some of the big factors from the win last week?
I think it started with our defense. The first series we went through, we got a 3 and out, and our defense held our opponent to 14 points. 6 of their points came on an interception return late in the ball game. That was really a non-factor. And then our defense scored a touchdown. So defense set the tone for the entire night early on. And then offensively, I think the offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage, and we were the most physical team on the field. So that helped us. Offense scored 35 points, and again, the defense scored a touchdown. So it was a collective win. I thought all 3 phases of the game we played better than we have in any other game, a more complete game this year, and that was kind of the goal going in, and we did that, and we were able to focus at homecoming instead of go out there and have a lot of silly mistakes. So overall, a really good win for the Panthers.
Over the last few games, we've seen a very run-heavy offense. Is this something that you are planning on staying with for the rest of the season?
I think that's kind of been our identity since we've been here and for over the last several years. And I'd like to run it more, but part of success is knowing who you are, utilizing the talent that you have, and that kind of gives us the best chance to win. Lean on our offensive line, give the ball to some athletes that can do something, keep the clock running, shorten the game, and keep our defense off the field. And when they are on the field, allow them to get their 3 and outs and get off the field, stay fresh, and that way we can wreak havoc on defense. So it's been working for us, and I think that's the run game offensively is going to take us, and our defense is going to take us as far as we're going to go.
Let's take a look at the highlights from last week.
Caden and Jordan both have had solid games at slot. Good knockdown block right there, a cleanup block by Diego Benson to get Caden Smith into the end zone on an end-around sweep. Good pull by Cole Quigley to get out front as well. This was really nice that our defense was able to get this turnover and touchdown by Tyler Knighton, second touchdown by Tyler, and second touchdown by our defense in a row. 2 games in a row is kind of nice. Creates a momentum changer in the game. Big play. Diego had a really big night running the ball, ran hard, and did a really good job on his option play. You get a good block out there by Caden Smith, and then he just takes off and outruns our opponent and gets a 45-yard run. Bryce has had a really good year all year at a defensive tackle. Right here he creates a turnover, fumble, was stripping the ball. He's just had a lot of impacts, whether it be tackles for losses, sacks, and then right there creating a turnover for our defense. Nice fumble recovery right here. Being active, I believe this is Shelby on the fumble recovery.
Now let's look at last night's Friday results of the other teams in our district.
Okay, Red Oak lost to Mansfield Summit 35-32. Colleyville Heritage beat Birdville 61-26, and then Richland lost to Centennial 14-41.
As always, you brought some players with you today. Tell us who's here.
We've got Xavier Hawkins with us. He's been on our program for 4 years and just a quality individual, represents our program always with class and pride in the high school, in the community, out on the football field, and just really proud of the young man that he's become and the way that he represents our school and represents our football program. Made an impactful play on the game the other night, and does a lot for us. Very consistent. very loyal and very proud to be a Panther and Xavier Hawkins.
We have Xavier Hawkins here with us today. Xavier, what position do you play and how did you get started in football?
I play wide receiver, and I started playing when I was about 7 years old.
What are some of the goals you have set for yourself and your team this year?
Firstly, it was to make the playoffs, and then now that we have a chance to get a home playoff game, that's really one of my goals.
Take us to a big play that you were involved in on Friday night.
It was early in the game, and I had got an onside recovery at about the 40-something yard line to get us a good field position.
Since this is your senior year, what will you take from your 4 years of football within this program?
Just like being accountable and discipline, waking up early, and a little bit of leadership too as well.
Thanks, Xavier. Coach, this week we play against Mansfield Summit Jaguars. What should we expect to see in this game?
Well, they're an explosive offense. I think they're averaging over 40 points a ball game. They've got some phenomenal athletes on the field. They run the ball a lot. They have when they do throw it to a back out of the backfield to throw it deep. Defense is very fast and aggressive. Feel like we're going to have to be able to run the ball, control the clock, keep their offense off the field, which is kind of our MO anyway. But it ought to be a fun game. It's exciting week 10 ball game with 2 weeks left in the season. Kind of important time of year.
With most of the season already over, how are the chances of a postseason run?
Well, the chances are really good of us getting into the playoffs. A lot would have to happen for us not to go. We'll probably secure a playoff spot tonight, but we're hoping for a win tonight and to secure a second seed, which would mean a home playoff game. So we got a lot to play for tonight. Looking forward to the competition of playing Mansfield Summit.
What's been the theme that you've been pushing this week, and how will y'all play that out today?
I think it's very important that we believe in ourselves and stay together as a team. There will be up and downs and the ebb and flow of the momentum of this football game. So we've just got to play one play at a time, and we've got to make sure that our poise is intact and our focus is intact. And then we've really got to fill our cup and be motivated to go out and fight, be physical, and I have a strong desire to do our job. And that's really been the theme all week. And I think looking at our body language and our energy in practice, I think our team has bought into that and looking forward to watching them compete tonight.
That wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thanks to Coach Wendel and Xavier for being here with us today. This week we're on the road at Vernon Newsom Stadium in Mansfield. Going against the Mansfield Summit Jaguars at 7 p.m. tonight. So come out and support our Panthers.